Sup guys, my name is Leif and I have a very exciting video planned for y'all today. We're going to talk a little bit about reaching your goals. Also, how I went from 0 to 10 pull-ups in 60 days. Let's talk about it.
Now, it all started when I get back from filming the Amsterdam vlog season 2. There's a links below if you guys want to check out those videos. They're by far my most popular videos and they actually have a combined 750,000 views, something like that. Now, while editing season 2, I thought a lot about what I wanted to do next. And one of the major things was get back into shape. 10 years ago, I was freelancing as a dancer and I was in super great shape. And for a long time now, I've been missing that. Now in life, of course, your interests change over time, and I didn't want to work out in the same way that I used to with, weights. I wanted to focus on something different and using my own body weight. So this time I decided to do calisthenics. Now, for those of you who don't know what calisthenics are, it's basically just body weight exercises, and it's a really nice way to work out. The main exercise I was the most excited about starting was pull-ups and chin-ups. Hanging from a bar or something and pulling yourself up. Because as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be great at doing pull-ups and be able to do a lot of them. So I decided to start my training with the focus on pull-ups and chin-ups, and the goal was to be able to do a lot of them with ease. Now, I have a background filled with different types of training. I have a bachelor's degree in dance, I have a black belt in taekwondo, I've done loads of other martial arts and yoga for years and years, and I recently started teaching in these things again. So I do know how to start something like this and set up a plan to reach my goal. But here's how simple the plan actually was. I was gonna do as many pull-ups and chin-ups as I could, as often as I could, but would listen carefully to my body and give myself a break when I felt tired or soreness or lacking in strength in order for my body to recover and build muscle. Now, before we get into all this, let's first establish what a real pull-up is. You start by firmly gripping the bar with the inside of your hands towards you, usually about a shoulder width apart. Next, you want to hang all the way down to work on the full range of motion. First, pull your shoulders down and into your back. Then start pulling with your arms until your chin is over the bar. You want to pull yourself up as fast as you can. Control yourself going down and retain your form. This is a full pull-up. And a chin-up is similar, but you'll hold this way instead, and you have a wider grip, usually a wider grip. But pull-ups are my favorite of the two, which is why this video is focused on them. Also, pull-ups is a little bit easier to do. When I set out to do my first session, I couldn't even do one proper pull-up. I'm sorry I don't have any footage of this. I didn't even film myself for the first 3 weeks of doing this challenge because I didn't think I would need the footage for anything. I was really just doing this for myself. But the first pull-up looked a little like this. I started by jumping up to the bar and I pull myself up from already being halfway there. I let myself all the way down and could only get about halfway up again. So I couldn't even do one proper pull-up. I had a lot of work ahead of me. To build up the strength I was lacking, I had to break down the movements and start smaller. So I did these beginner pull-ups, also known as Australian pull-ups. Your feet are on the ground, the body is straight, and you pull up from there. Now to work on the full range of motion for pull-ups, you hang all the way down, release the shoulders, then start the movement by first pulling the shoulder blades together. Then pull yourself up as far as you can with your arms. I would go outside and find a suitable place and would do 2 to 3 sets of as many repetitions as I could. Then I would go to a place with a bar I could hang from. I worked on 2 sets of chin-ups and 1 to 2 sets of pull-ups. The first set was always chin-ups with a wide grip, which is the heaviest. And then I would do 1 set of chin-ups with shoulder width grip and finish with 1 to 2 sets of pull-ups. And it would start with a normal grip or a small grip. And sometimes one set would just be me working on building strength in and around my shoulders. So I would just do the first part of a pull-up. So I'd be hanging here and just doing the shoulders. I would do this whole workout 1 to 2 a day, 5 to 6 times a week. And my body had no problem keeping up. And a few hours to 24 hours between workouts was generally enough recovery time for my body. And you can tell you've given yourself enough recovery time when you're working out, you feel like you're really strong and you can do more and more. But if your body feels tired and you have sore muscles and you don't really feel that strong and you can't put as much energy and effort into your training, you should probably give yourself a little bit more time between workouts to recover. Now, if you want to know more about recovery and why taking time to recover is equally as important as the workout itself, let me know down in the comments. And if enough of you are curious, I'll make a video about it and tell you guys some more. Now, every few days and up to a week, I was able to do 1 more pull-up, even though the last ones were always really slow and super heavy. But I would refuse to give up and not at least try to pull myself up a little bit more in the last pull-up. So my muscles would be rock hard, they'd be locked into position, my focus was 100% into my arms, my muscles, my back and my shoulders, and I'd just be telling them to pull myself up a little bit further. And guess what? At week 4, I was doing 5 full pull-ups. So that's halfway there at week 4. So things were looking pretty good. I kept at the training schedule like it was my religion. I never missed a day, but I was careful to take a full 48 hours about once a week between sessions for a full recovery and to let my body relax. Now I stopped doing the Australian pull-ups with my feet on the ground and only did full proper pull-ups and chin-ups from about week 4. But I was still doing 3 to 4 sets until failure, meaning doing as many pulls or chins per set until losing my strength and my form. I kept up with doing 1 to 2 sessions a day, 5 to 6 times a week. And it even turned into this bit of a social thing where I was doing pull-up challenges with my man CJ over on Instagram. There's and literally after 2 months, that's 60 days from starting, I reached double digits. Check this out.
New record. That was 10 pull-ups. All right.
I couldn't believe it. In only 60 days, I managed to go from 0 to 10 full pull-ups. I felt so proud and as if I'd reached this huge milestone. I've been so happy and inspired by this that I wanted to make this video and share my experience. I know I reached this goal a little while ago now, but this is a story I really wanted to share with you. I don't know if you feel like doing or starting this same challenge, trying to do 10 pull-ups in 2 months, but maybe you have some other goal you want to reach, something that's been on your mind that you want to do but haven't gotten started with yet. Just know this, if you break it all down into smaller parts from where you want to be versus where you are now, and you work on it just one step at a time, and you keep at it and never give up, you just might reach that goal sooner than you think. All it takes is one step at a time and never quit. Please, if this video has inspired you to start any new journey, let us all know in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. And let me know, what did you think about this story? Thumbs up for working towards your goals. Remember to subscribe if you want to join our wonderful community here. And I'll see all y'all beautiful faces in the next one. Peace.